Whenever you're watching this video, this means you're ready for purple gear. Purple gear is crucial to getting into that late game experience, and I'm going to teach you the best ways to achieve it. Before we get into it, a ton of you aren't subscribed, so if you're not subscribed, hit the button, it's free, and let's get into it. So when we're talking about purple gear, we have three different things we need. We need a heavy duty backpack, a purple helmet, and a purple shield. We're going to go over what we need real quick. So for the heavy duty backpack, you need 12,000 K marks, 1 smart mesh, 1 dust bloom, and 1 titan ore. For the armor, this is for the helmet now, you need 23,000 K marks, 5 radio equipment, and 1 hardened bone plate. Now for the shield, you're going to need 46,000 K marks, 1 titan ore, and 3 more hardened bone plates. So for all the items you're going to need for the entire gear set, you're going to need 81,000 K marks, 4 smart mesh, 1 dust bloom, 2 titan ore, and 4 hardened bone plates. I'm going to show you guys all the routes that I take to get this armor. Again, this is a harder to achieve armor, so you're going to have to fight harder enemies, go through harder spots. It's much harder in what we had in the blue gear guide and the green gear guide. So get ready for a pretty rough ride. Now that we know what we need to get this gear set, let's get in how to actually achieve this feat and get the items required. So now here we are on Bright Sands first, because I tried to stay on Bright Sands for as long as possible, because you do obviously have to go to Crescent Falls to get some of these supplies, but you can still do a lot on Bright Sands, where you can find smart mesh, you can kill marauders for their hardened bone plates, and you can find some titan ore. So let's get over the route that I'm going over in Bright Sands. So for the starting of the route, we spawned right by East Caverns, and our evac was at Rock Pool. So that means we either had to do a low swinging route or a high swinging route. This was actually a perfect spawn point, because you have Eastern Caverns right here where you can have titan ore. You have an area right here near Waterfall where there's a little back end where you can find some titan ore. You have Abandoned Mine, which is huge if you have the mine access key to find some titan ore. And you can have areas of the jungle which also have a chance to spawn titan ore. So for titan ore, you're going to be pretty much set. So for smart mesh, there are some areas in the jungle, which our jungle camp can have some smart mesh in there if you get lucky enough. My main spot that I find it is at the back of Crash Ship. Again, I'll show you the route in game, but at the back, when you're going towards the back end of the ship in the crevices, there are smart mesh opportunities there. But for the main route that we're going to take, we go starting at Eastern Caverns, and we make our way up, holding the right wall as much as possible, holding it. We go around, go check mines, see if we have the key. If you do, stop there. If you don't, keep on moving, go from the back of Dig Site, go all the way around. I believe I took the route of going to Jungle Camp first and then the Crash Ship. It doesn't matter. You could go to Crash Ship first and then go to Jungle Camp. It doesn't matter. The route's going to be the same either way. And then you could come all the way to Comms Tower. You can loot it. There's a possibility of finding some smart mesh in this building. I found the craziest loot I've ever found in this room, and I'll show you it. And then I got the hell out of there at my evac right here. So this is a really good route. So if you want to follow it, hug this right wall as much as you can and make your way to your evac point, wherever that may be. So as you saw, I did spawn over here, and the first place I went was Eastern Caverns. I checked for some titan ore, because again, Eastern Caverns has a ton of different ores and loot that you can find, because Eastern Caverns has a ton of different ores that you can find, so there's a high chance of finding some titan ore in there. Once you get out of East Caverns, you're going to be behind the waterfall, and if you don't know this cave, where it says I saw the horse, you have to go there. This is right behind Waterfall Lab, and there's paintings on the wall that say I saw the horse, and if you go right to the bottom right of this horse right here, you're going to see that I jump into a secret cave. This secret cave is huge. I'll show you where it is on the map. I am right here in this top right area. You can see there's a little tiny box right here that you can sort of see, and I go into this back left area, and that's where this secret cave is for the horse. And now this place is very special. It's a pretty hidden area. I don't know if many people know about it. I know about it. People know about it in the beta, but it's really cool. There's a good chance that you'll find some titan ore. As you see, I found 2 nodes here. And you can see right there that I got some titan ore, which is pretty cool. Again, titan ore is a chance. It's RNG, so you don't know how much you'll find. You just gotta pray you find a lot of the ores. That's always a good part for the horse cave. But if you come out of that cave, you can make your way, again, hug the right wall. It's pretty simple. Hug the right wall all the way. If you keep hugging the right wall and you go towards the mine, you'll see that there's a key that you need. I was checking if I had it. I didn't have it. But as you see, it says you need the required item, which is the mine access key. I do find some. I do now have 2 keys, but at the time of recording this video, I didn't have any. But you go in this cave and there is literally loads of Titan ore if it hasn't been looted. Once you exit from that doorway, you're going to see there's a little hidden entranceway to the right. So you're going to hug the right wall. There's a little entrance right here that has a good chance to spawn some Titan ore. I'm right at the top of abandoned mines. It's a secret passageway that takes you from here all the way to over here. So it's a pretty good entranceway, a good way to get some loot. You can find some Titan ore in there. Again, it's very random which ores you find, but you have a high chance of finding some good Titan ore in here. As you see, I found a node, top of abandoned mines. I mine it, try to find some Titan ore, and then we keep moving. But then you're going to make your way into the 2 main areas of the jungle. I hit jungle camp first, and I checked out all the rooms. I didn't find much. I found some items, none that were worth for the purple gear guide. But the area that I had the most success in is right here. This is the back of Crashed Ship, and you want to make your way this way towards the back of Crashed Ship. And if you go up through the back, you can see that there's these little 2 crevices right here and right here that usually have smart mesh in them. This is where I find my bulk of smart meshes in the Crashed Ship. As you see, we make our way up and we do find some smart mesh, which is really, really cool. Again, it's rare. It's a rare item, so it's going to be harder to find on Bright Sands. But since it's the easier map, I wanted to make more of a guide on this map. So then we make our way out from Crashed Ship and out from the jungle, and we start to go towards Comms Tower. Comms Tower has a server room, and this server room, let me just tell you, is nuts. I cannot believe what I found. Here I found a mine access key. I actually found 2 mine access keys in this room, and wait 1 second because it gets crazy. So I found some print resin, which was pretty cool, some fusion cartridges. I open this and there's a voltaic brute. A voltaic brute. This thing is worth 140,000 K marks, and it's unlocked at like level 15 or something. It is crazy. I was in shock that I found this gun. It's exotic rarity. Very, very cool. Definitely hit up server room in Comms Tower, but now we made our way to the evac and got the hell out of there. So now for the hardened bone plates. The hardened bone plates you get from killing marauders. This is a marauder. His name is Mr. Jeff. And as you see, he has a couple different attacks. One of the main attacks he does is a spitting action, as you saw right there. He spits a projectile at you, and one way you're going to kill him is when he starts rushing you. He opens his mouth just like this, and you're going to want to shoot the top part of the mouth. This does stun him. It does do a great amount of damage as well. So you're going to stun him, go back, take cover, wait for him to shoot. Then he's going to attack you again, open his mouth. You're going to shoot again. I found a really good area at Crescent Falls to do this because he was right outside of a railing and I had really good protection. So again, use everything to your advantage that you can, because these fights can sometimes be very, very tricky. Again, I would recommend using a shotgun because shotguns do loads of damage on these guys. I was using the Maelstrom because I need PvE kills as well. But once you kill the Marauder, he will drop hardened bone plates. And this right here is the item you're looking for. So every time you kill a Marauder, he will drop a hardened bone plate. So you collect it and make your way, because you're going to need at least 4 of these to craft all the gear. So now, since we have most of the items, all we need now is Dust Bloom. And Dust Bloom is found on Crescent Falls, and I'll show you exactly where to go. So as you see, this is Crescent Falls. I spawned by Hayfields, and I had 2 evac points right next to me, which is kind of bad. I wish they would have spawned more on this side of the map. But Dust Bloom is found in one area of the map, and as you see right here, it's going to be this top kind of quadrant right here. You mainly find it in this area. I haven't really gone Oasis, but I've had really good luck in this area, in this circle, just because Pinnacle Labs has a good amount of it, and in this area right here is where I found mine. And again, the plant is pretty obvious. You're going to see it really easily, so if it's there, you'll know. But basically, my goal was to get to here and back as quickly and as safely as possible. So as we make it to this top left area, it's kind of a desert region. You'll see that as you see in front of me, this is the plant right here, and we're going to make our way up to it, and it looks just like this. It kind of looks like all the other plants. As you can see, I'm in that area which I circled, this top right area, and this is Dust Bloom. This plant is an epic rarity, but it's not that hard to come upon. You find a good amount every run you make, and it's only 2 pounds, so you can stick it in your safe pocket, stick as much as you can. When you pick it up, it does take a little bit of time because you have to type a certain code in, your encoder or something like that, but you pick it up and carry on. As you see, right next to it, we have another Dust Bloom, so we'll make our way over to that, pick this up, and as you see, it does take about 3 seconds, 4 seconds to pick up. So once you pick it up, you can make your way back to the evac. Depends how heavy you want to go, depends how many you want to collect. Here's another one that I found as well. So I left this run with 3 because I only needed about 3. I wanted just a couple, and with 3 I felt that was a good number, so I made my way back to the evac, and that's really all the supplies you're gonna need. So if you enjoyed the video, if you have any questions, any concerns, join my Discord, link is down below. Ask me some questions, and if you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.